is right here. So not, this is the 355 where we hit it on that Friday morning, expected that we would have a bounce into the 21-day. And then we had actually an overshoot with NVIDIA, a sell-off. We made it up to 50%, 61.8 fib retracement. And then yesterday was just hot fire flames. Anything above that 268.63 brings us into that 377 area. It's 376.56. I think the bigger issue, and this is one level that I gave last week, is if we kind of pull back up and get back above 368.63, we're going to head up to that 376.56 area. Very, very strong potential of coming up into this trend line, which we're really, really close. So let's call it, 376, 377, 378 area. And then we might get a surprise, especially if tomorrow is on the weak side. Very, very, very solid. So Qs have bounced. We're almost into that 377. Here are the levels if you want real kind of, let's do this. For Qs, needs to hold above 373. We're right at 375.39. Above that, you got 376.5, 377.7, and then potentially all the way up to 380. We are there. 376.49 is basically that trend line. We are there. Let's see if we have any softening into the European close. But so far, the market is what you'd call still recovering from its 3-week downtrend post Apple and NVIDIA. We still have a gap fill up here, which is this was a fabulous place to short, right? We had a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous short into that Friday 355 support. No question about it. That was a nice trade in NVIDIA, had no edge with NVIDIA. Beautiful fade, bounce, and then yesterday was outsized. Very, 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 very much on expectation of recession being pulled forward because of jolts. Not to mention K-Web and China stimulus is not really stimulus, but capital market tweaks. Anyway, long story short, we're getting some pullback at these levels, exactly at that level, right? Beautiful at that level. And now let's see if we get some actual weakness come in toward the rest of the week. In other words, they're lightening up before PCE. They're lightening up before jobless claims. They're lightening up before non-farm payrolls. They're lightening up before a long weekend, et cetera, et cetera. PDD is still ramping higher. This is talked about this yesterday. An earnings winner. It is right here. 92.79 is the daily, and 93.94 area was definitely weekly resistance. Had a little bit of a shake and bake, but closed firmly above on the daily, and now is absolutely supported. So we definitely have outsized move in PDD. Yep, it's up 2% since the open. Next level is that 97.63 mentioned. If we can hold, we can close above 92.79. That's the daily, and that's the hourly. Then we have a push up to that 97.63. So rolling into the 100 area made a lot of sense. All right, so maybe China comes back online and starts being the largest marginal buyer of commodities. Take a look at these Morningstar reversals that are starting to fashion a very sharp reversal, okay? So this is a lithium ETF. We need to get inside, right? We gapped down, need to get back inside, stay inside, but there are a whole bunch of commodities that look very supported, potential reversals off the lows. So I'm still a China bull, right? By that option activity last Tuesday. So we've definitely had that turnaround. And then just recently, we've been seeing some commodities turn around. And I don't mean oil necessarily. So anyway, I just want to kind of commodities that look of interest, like lithium coming up off the bottom. Like right now, there's another article that just came out. Chinese banks should step up lending to private sector, central bank official quoted. I mean, it's really a lot of liquidity is coming in China and a lot of capital market tweaks. All right, so this could very much put a bottom in and offer up some support. I think that's fine. Silver, hot fire flames. This is monthly support. Expected this actually to weaken if the dollar got above 104.5, but obviously it got completely rejected. And gold and silver are coming right up into some trend line resistance areas. Again, they still have not filled the gap. And my intermarket still says, nope, not done, believe it or not. Uranium is still very, very nice. And I think lithium is trying to make some type of statement here. I still like DBA very much. Also, sugar has been hot fire flames. Some of these trades on swing duration that are, like I said, into the fall might make it there sooner rather than later, but they're still doing really well.